Hey everyone, Inferno here, and this is going to be a very different type of video. I don't typically talk about drama on the channel. I like to keep things very positive, and normally when I make a video, I have some sort of script or notes or just something to go off of so that I actually know what the hell I'm talking about. But this time around, I kind of just wanted to speak straight from the heart about a certain issue that has been going around and will actually start going into effect on YouTube beginning tomorrow, which is why I wanted to get this video out today before the change actually goes into effect. And of course, I am talking about the new age verification system that will be coming to YouTube starting tomorrow. I actually wanted to get this video out a little bit sooner, but I just had other things to get done. So my apologies for taking so long on actually discussing this issue, but I feel like now would be the perfect time, and also just talk about what this could mean for animation on YouTube, because it's a very scary situation for not only people who make videos about indie animation, but people who just like to enjoy watching indie animation. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. But if you do enjoy watching videos about indie animation, then I would really appreciate it if you could consider subscribing to the channel and hitting that notification bell. We just hit 27,000 subscribers. We are getting closer and closer to 30K each and every day, so I really appreciate the support. But here on the official YouTube blog, extending our built-in protections to more teens on YouTube. We're extending our existing built-in protections to more US teens on YouTube using, oh god, here's the word, machine learning age estimation. Oh my god, they are really going to be relying on AI to age verify users on the platform. What kind of dystopian future are we in? I do not want to hear any of the AI bros down in the comments, but considering that I am a channel all about animation, I would be very surprised if I got those types of people in my comment section, but you can never be too safe. So basically, they start with like a little introduction to the whole thing. Back in February, we shared that we would soon introduce technology that would distinguish between younger viewers and adults to help provide the best and most age-appropriate experiences and protections. Blah, 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 blah. Here's how it works. We will use AI to interpret a variety of signals that help us to determine whether a user is over or under 18. These signals include the types of videos a user is searching for, the categories of videos they have watched, or the longevity of the account. That is very scary, because by that logic, that means you could be required to verify your identity based on watching anything that's animated, because YouTube might determine that because it's a cartoon, it's for children, despite the fact that something like Hell of a Boss should not be viewed by children. That is very apparent, but by this logic, they could determine your account to be basically ran by a child. And it's actually spread to the point where some creators are claiming that certain features on their channel are being disabled simply because of their not having sufficient channel history, despite the fact that many of these creators have been around on the platform for many years. But it's very clear that it's because of the whole verification thing and not following their community guidelines or whatever. And we're seeing that things like end live streams, pinned comments, and even posting external links in your video description. So if you want to post your social media or any sort of credit to sources or articles, you can't do that because YouTube has restricted that feature. That is very scary for people that make a living doing this sort of thing. Now, the thing that makes me really uneasy is choosing just which way you would like to verify your identity, and these include things such as using your actual ID, taking a picture of your state ID or driver's license or whatever, taking a selfie. You have, oh my god, they're really going to make you take a picture of yourself to determine if you are a child. Or you could just put in your bank info. And they want to clarify that you will not be charged anything. Any transaction that may be applied will be refunded. Yeah, I still don't trust giving a multi-billion-dollar corporation my personal info. Next thing you know, they're going to be asking for your social security number, and you know, hopefully that doesn't actually ever happen. But you know what? They are taking some extremes. This is not even just something that's happening on YouTube. This is happening across the entire internet. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure this originally started in the UK. Don't quote me on that. I'm not claiming to know every little detail about what's going on here, but it's just, this whole thing is a mess, and creators who like watching indie animation may be affected. You know, Digital Circus fans, you know, I make a lot of Digital Circus content on this channel. One of the most watched things on my channel is my Digital Circus content, which thank you all so much for the support, especially on my recent video cracking over 50k views. That is absolutely incredible, and I'm very grateful. But fact of the matter is, despite the fact that Digital Circus is mostly targeted at an older demographic, because of it being animated content and it being all bright and colorful and something akin to what you would see from a children's show, you might have certain features of your channel restricted because YouTube thinks that you are under 18. That, this whole thing is just, let's continue on here to see what else YouTube has to say. When the system identifies a teen user, we'll automatically apply our age-appropriate experiences and protections, including disabled personalized advertising, turning on digital well-being tools, adding safeguards to recommendations, including limiting repetitive views of some kinds of content. Yeah, so kind of going off of what I was saying before. Yeah, restricted access to certain things on your account. If the system incorrectly estimates a user to be under 18, they will have the option to verify that they are 18 or over, such as using a credit card or a government ID. We will only allow users who have been inferred or verified as over 18 to view age-restricted content that may be inappropriate for younger users. So basically, even if you were of age when you created your account, or you know, at this point in your life you are now able to view age-restricted content, you are now still forced to verify your identity. This is, of course, their continuing work to support kids, teens, and family by making the platform significantly worse. I know it's become a joke that YouTube will likely get so much backlash for this feature that they end up deciding to ultimately remove it. I don't think that's going to happen, because YouTube has been known for keeping in place the actual good features that have been removed. Remember dislikes, how everyone was campaigning for them to bring dislikes back, as it was just one of the most pointless removals of a feature on the platform. Well, YouTube has never even acknowledged it since. They just thrown it under the rug. Dislikes are never coming back unless you use an extension on your browser or whatever. But yeah, this is not good. I don't really see any benefits. Like, I am always one to want to protect children. There is no world in which children should be exposed to certain things on the internet. I'm seeing kids that are 10 or 11 being on platforms like Twitter, and that is just horrendous to see. I can't put into words just how important it is to protect children from inappropriate content on the internet. But I feel like there are much better ways to do this. I don't know if I'm gonna get a lot of hate for that, for just stating my own personal opinion, but I really feel like YouTube is just not taking the best route when it comes to protecting children. I feel like there are definitely more measures that could have been taken. It just seems like YouTube decided to take the most extreme measure. And you know, I can't even, like I said before, I can't even say that this is just YouTube, because we've seen platforms like TikTok jump on this. I think even Spotify is getting in on the whole age verification thing. So YouTube is far from this, but YouTube is one of the biggest websites in the entire world. They are responsible for hosting the jobs of millions of people. Like they are literally the boss of millions of content creators out there. I just really can't put into words. My brain is just kind of farting out right now, because there's just so much. YouTube was one of the first platforms to offer experiences designed specifically for young people. And we're proud to again be at the forefront of introducing technology that allows us to deliver safety protections while preserving teen privacy. Families trust YouTube to provide a safe and enriching experience, and will continue to invest to protect their ability to explore safely online. Yeah, I'm sure parents and families trust YouTube to take your personal information like your state ID, your driver's license, bank info, pictures of yourself. Yeah, I'm sure families have full trust in YouTube to do that sort of stuff. And the fact that they are going to be relying on AI to get the job done means that a lot of people are going to be restricted of certain features on their account despite being over 18, because I just don't see how an AI is going to be able to correctly state the ages of millions of people. I feel like there's going to be a lot of cases where content creators and YouTube viewers are just locked out of their account, or certain features are restricted because YouTube is claiming that they are underage when they are in fact not. And why should you have to jump through hoops in order to correct the issue when your channel wasn't an issue to begin with? It's a whole thing, and I really do not see how this could be a good thing for animation, considering that it has just become an unfortunate stigma with animation that, you know, it's a cartoon, it's for children, despite the fact that some of the most popular animated shows in the world are directly targeted at adults. It makes no sense, but unfortunately that's the world we live in, and I feel like the only way we are going to make a difference is if we are very vocal about our distaste for it. And like I said earlier in the video, sure, things like the dislike button were never brought back. YouTube could care less about bringing that back, but I feel like this is something different. This is something that will actively hurt the reputation of the entire platform, and I feel like we should all be very vocal about it. If you want to protect children, YouTube, there are other measures. You literally have YouTube Kids. There are other ways to protect children on the platform other than having every user give their very personal government info. I feel like a broken record, and I'm sorry. Maybe I should have had a script for this video, but I feel like I wouldn't have been able to really express my disdain for this whole thing had I been, reading off of something. I'm kind of glad I just let my mouth run until I ran out of things to say. It's kind of fun. But what do you all think? And I'm sure I can already tell what most of you think. I'm sure we are all in the same boat here. Guys, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed hearing me rant about this, please consider dropping a like on this video and subscribing, as well as hitting that notification bell to help this channel reach 30,000 subscribers. I really don't think YouTube animation is going anywhere, but this will definitely hurt the community. Thank you all so much for watching. And until next time, guys, this is Inferno signing off.